What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Roxette. And we're going back to the 1992 album Tourism, which is funny because we're going to listen to another version of Fingertips, which I believe was the second track on the album. I enjoy it a lot. It has both Per and Marie on vocals. It has, as I think I mentioned during the reaction, that combination of acoustic guitar and electric sounds, including I think also electric guitar. It has that nice blend which some of their tunes on this album have seemed to find. But yeah, this is called Fingertips 93 and released on an album in 92. So perhaps it was a later version and one that they were planning on, using on their next tour, or perhaps it was technically released in 93 but was included before it was officially released as a single or something. I'm not sure how that works, but either way, my expectation is that this would be the later or updated version of the tune. And yeah, I wonder what might change. Again, I really like the original, but ultimately, we'll see how it compares and, what is different. So let's find out. This is Roxette. The tune is Fingertips 93, and it's on the 1992 album Tourism.
When she runs her fingertips through your hair, life was just
It feels more electric already.
sliding down a dream. Oh yeah, the nights are born in blue. That's the truth. You're swimming in a stream. Oh yeah, fish are jumping too next to you. Suddenly you notice someone's at the door. You could swear you've been through this all before. Then she runs her fingertips through your hair. Life has just begun. Her fingers, they are everywhere. We're floating like air, leaving the ground, and she shines on just like the sun.
I love those two lines in succession, melodically.
Oh my, the stars are out tonight, shining bright. You're waving to a cloud. Bye bye. You're prouder than the smile of his eyes. Suddenly you feel there's no time for a deal. Though a voice tells you it's for real. And she runs her fingertips through your hair, and life has just begun. Her fingers there and everywhere. You're floating like air, leaving the ground. She shines on just like the sun. It's just a sunny afternoon. Somebody singing songs of love. A lovely lazy afternoon. Once in a while. Once in a And she runs her fingertips through your hair. Your life has just begun. Her fingers, they are everywhere. You're floating like air, leaving the ground, and she shines on just like the sun.
Good on her. Birds. Yeah, I mean, it was a very similar tune. It, wasn't drastically different. It did feel more electric. It leaned heavier into the electric parts of the sonics of the original, or the um, studio version. I get they're both studio versions, right? So, yeah, the original, I guess I'll say. And we did hear the acoustic guitar, but it just didn't, it wasn't at the start. It didn't seem to play as central of a role, and it seemed like even some of the vocals were like, electronically affected, or they had some effect on them. So, yeah, it had a bit more of an electronic, not spacey, but, maybe futuristic. Even that feels like a bit too strong, but yeah, it felt less, of that blend between the acoustic and the electric. Once again, I love tracks where they both appear, and I was thinking during this tune that, like, hello again. So I was trying to explain a particular experience that I had during this reaction, and apparently it got cut off, so I had to come back and shoot a follow-up. What I was trying to say is that when I listen to tracks, especially where they both appear, vocally, I mean, it just seems like they have this like musical language. Not, there are plenty of duos or groups I'm going through where the rhythm and the blend that the different performers have with each other really seems to click and work well. But it just feels like Roxette has this specific language where, whether it's their alternation vocally, or whether, some production aspect that Pear does where Marie comes through the center of it, like vocally, and it just feels like they're on a similar plane in the way that they interact, both in terms of, like the writing of a tune and in the actual performance. So during this one, that was hitting me like especially hard, that essentially Roxette, they have this language between them, and it feels like, we get to hear the nature of their musical communication, and that is, the body of their work. So yeah, bottom line, another cool version of a track that we have already heard, which, there have been multiple tunes on this one. Is this the first one, though, that, like, I'm trying to remember, is this the first one where there's been two versions on this album? I'm trying to remember if that's the case. We've heard other versions, like, from previous albums, but either way, yeah, it's cool. I don't know which one I prefer. I feel like, maybe different versions for different days. If it's early in the morning and I'm feeling a bit more like still acclimating myself to the world, maybe I'll play the normal version. And if I'm feeling a bit more bright lights, a bit more energy, maybe I'll play that version. Either way, Luke is considering it too. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.